Would you want to provide a breath sample?
Since I refuse to blow for an alcohol test.
We will get a hold of the state's attorney's office and request a search warrant.
On February 16, 2026, officers in Illinois initiated a DUI investigation following an anonymous welfare call. The stop had two independent legal foundations. First, the anonymous tip corroborated by officer observation. Second, officers personally witnessed the subject fail to signal when turning into an alley. That single observation, a violation of 625 Illinois, compiled statutes 511-804, provided independent probable cause for the stop regardless of the anonymous call's evidentiary weight. Under Illinois v. Gates, decided in 1983, corroborated anonymous tips satisfy the totality of circumstances standard for reasonable suspicion. Here, officers had both making this stop legally unassailable. Field sobriety tests were conducted. The subject refused to complete the 9-step walk and turn, performing only 3 steps. Under NHTSA standardized protocol, partial performance still constitutes a valuable evidence. The arrest followed. The subject was transported to a hospital, standard procedure when a blood draw may be sought. She then fled custody. That decision triggered a resisting arrest charge under 720 Illinois. Compiled statutes 531-1, a Class A misdemeanor, separate from the DUI.
No, don't. Get down. Get on the ground. No, get down. Get on the ground. Turn over. No. Turn over. No. Yep. No. I'm gonna tase you. Can't count 5, 4, 3, I'm fighting one. Turn over. Turn over. I'm fighting one under the bridge on the wall. Nope. 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 I'm gonna tase you. I'm gonna tase you. Get on your stomach now. Get on your stomach. Get on your stomach. Get on your stomach. Get on your stomach. Get on your stomach.
You guys pulled me over for no bullshit.
Can't count 543. Get on your stomach. On your stomach. We're not gonna be doing this.
No, bro.
Get on your stomach. You're going to jail.
No, I'm not.
Get on your stomach.
I'm going to jail.
Get on your stomach.
I didn't do nothing wrong today, bro.
It's for a DUI.
DUI, my shit's gonna come back clean.
Get on your stomach. You're gonna get another charge. Get on your stomach. You understand me? I got more units coming. Get on your stomach now. You heard me? You gonna get in your stomach? Get on your stomach. No, on your stomach. You get on your stomach. No. Stay down. Stay down. Get on your stomach. Get on your stomach. Get on your stomach. I'm giving you a chance, or you're gonna get tased.
Get down on the ground now.
Get on your stomach.
I'm on the ground. Put your hands behind your back. First of all.
Yep. Come on. I was giving you a chance. Now you're not listening.
Throw it behind your back. You break my motherfucking wrist, bitch.
Put your hand behind your back.
You break my motherfucking wrist, bitch.
Yep.
I got this one.
Come on.
You know what? I'm already going to jail. Give us your fucking wrist. Give us your wrist now.
Hey, stop fighting, bud.
Give us your wrist. Right. Oh, you're lucky this third one came in, you fucking bitch.
Probably needs the way.
You look like a fucking deck, your bitch ass. Like a man. 10-4, we got her secure.
Can't count 5, 4, 3, 1 secure. It's just, I already got it.
You got it? Oh.
I was waiting for you guys to get here. I had her under control. I was waiting for more. Appreciate y'all.
Hold your side. Put your knee. Put your knees up.
She just got out the hospital.
Your chest. I got you. Okay. Stay away. Let me twist his hand the other way. Taking the cuffs off the girl. No, I'm not taking it off. Just.
You go ahead and put it in there for me.
Go ahead and sit down. Are you gonna relax? Yeah, I'll relax. I'll relax.
Loosen it. She moves it
all. I promise I ain't gonna do shit. I promise. Right. Just let me twist it a little bit. All right. Just a little bit. Okay, thank you. Just right there, right there. I appreciate that. Thank you for buckling me in.
Thank you, guys.
We got the call in about you, basically a welfare check stating that something didn't seem right. They said you fled out of there real fast, didn't use a signal. We watched you not use a signal right here when you pulled into the alley. To me, it seemed like you might be impaired or under some type of drug or alcohol. Would you be willing to do some field sobriety tests for me?
I'm willing to do anything.
Alright. Let me step over here. I'm only going to do 3 steps. You're going to do 9, okay?
Alright.
You're starting your position. 1, 2, 3.
The ground struggle that followed must be analyzed under Graham versus Connor, decided by the Supreme Court in 1989. That standard evaluates force from the perspective of a reasonable officer at the scene, not in hindsight. 3 factors apply here: severity of the offense, threat level, and active resistance. All 3 were present. The DUI qualifies as a serious traffic offense. The prior hospital escape establishes flight risk, and the refusal to assume a prone position constitutes ongoing active resistance. Each factor independently supports the use of intermediate force. The officer was also working alone, a critical tactical variable. The officer issued a verbal taser warning without deployment. Under the Illinois use of force continuum, this represents a measured level 3 intermediate response, appropriate when soft empty hand control has failed and the subject continues to resist. Deploying first and warning second would have been harder to defend.
We've addressed all of those situations.
Go ahead and turn around. Let me find your new place on arrest for DUI. Nothing in your back pocket?
Nothing in your shoes?
No.
Okay.
I just take off my shoes.
No, you don't have to right now, okay, but they will at the jail. And what the goal is if you not bring anything in the jail that would aggravate the charges.
I have.
Okay. When he's done, I'll have you do the admin.
I see somebody let my mom know. She let my job know. I'm a supervisor at the warehouse. Or just
Oh, you can go in the back pockets. Use the, go in like this.
I'm just going to reach in this back pocket and make sure there's nothing in there.
yeah, it's just my wallet.
Alright. Yep. I'm gonna grab it out of there. You can get your hand out of there.
My wallet.
Just so you know, this is her wallet.
Okay.
There's a roll-up dollar bill in there, so I'm not sure if that's something or not. But I threw them back in the vehicle.
Okay, you guys might do that.
No, we can do that.
Brody, her mom's going to speak to her real quick. Yeah, I'm going to close this. You get the windows open.
I don't know who called.
She will have to wait and see a judge in the morning with the Safety Act and no bond. They have to wait and see a judge, okay? So she'll see a judge.
Would you be wanting to provide a breath sample for us today? In our instrument? A breath sample? In our instrument over here? Would you want to?
Okay.
I have no problem providing it, but do I have to provide it?
It's up to you. If it's a refusal, he's going to explain this here in a minute. But I'm just going to sum it up. If it's a refusal, your license will go suspended for a year. I mean, you're already revoked, so I mean, it doesn't really matter. But you'll get another. You have to go to court or court. But if you do provide it,
You
it's
gotta,
6 months.
they found your phone in the car. Do you want it or do you want them to give it to your mom?
Give it to my mom. Did you guys find my vape?
If you had it on you, I put it in the car. We won't be allowed to let you hit the vape, unfortunately. If I could, I'd definitely let you hit it to help calm you down.
Subsequent to an arrest for driving while under the influence of alcohol, other drugs, or intoxicating compounds, or any combination thereof, DUI, Section 11-401, leaving the scene of fatal or personal injury accident, you are hereby notified that, as provided in Section 11-500 of the Illinois Vehicle Code, you are a first offender.
Hold up. You arrested me for a DUI?
Yes, we informed you that. I informed you of that on the scene. That's what those standard field sobriety tests were for.
And you arrested me for a DUI?
Yes. As provided in Section 11-500 of the Illinois Vehicle Code, you are a first offender unless within the last 5 years of the arrest for DUI or leaving the scene, you have had a previous conviction or court-assigned supervision for DUI or a similar provision of a local ordinance or a conviction in another state for DUI or a similar offense where the case of action is the same or similar to the Illinois Vehicle Code, or a driver's license suspension revocation for violating Section 11-501 of the Illinois Vehicle Code, except in cases where you submitted a chemical test disclosing an alcohol concentration of 0.08 or more, the presence of cannabis as listed in Cannabis Control Act, with a delta-9 tetrahydrocannabinol concentration of either 5 nanograms or more, of whole blood, or 10 nanograms or more of other bodily substance, or any amount of drug, substance, or compound resulting in unlawful use of consumption. If you submit to a chemical test disclosing an alcohol concentration of 0.08 or more, or delta-9 tetrahydrocannabinol concentrate of either 5 nanograms or more of whole blood, or 10 nanograms or more of other bodily substance, any amount of controlled substance as listed in the Illinois Controlled Substance Act, an intoxicating compound as listed in the Use of Intoxicating Compounds Act, or methamphetamine as listed in the Methamphetamine Control Act.
Once secured, the officer read the formal Illinois implied consent warning verbatim, as required by 625 Illinois Compiled Statutes 511-501.1. Illinois' implied consent doctrine holds that any driver on a public highway is deemed to have consented to chemical testing upon a lawful DUI arrest. The subject refused the breath test, a legal right. But refusal carries an automatic 1-year license suspension for first offenders independent of any criminal conviction. This consequence is civil, not criminal, imposed administratively by the Secretary of State, not by a court. Refusing does not eliminate exposure. It shifts it. Officers correctly stated they would seek a judicial search warrant for blood and urine. This procedure is constitutionally required under Missouri v. McNeely, decided by the Supreme Court in 2013. McNeely held that the natural dissipation of alcohol in the bloodstream does not create a per se exigency sufficient to justify a warrantless blood draw in routine DUI cases. A warrant is required absent specific exigent circumstances. Officers here followed that requirement precisely. The bond process was also addressed. Under the Illinois Safety Act, Public Act 101-0652, cash bail has been eliminated statewide since January 2023. The subject could not pay her way out. She would be held until a judge conducted a detention hearing the following morning. The $500 figure referenced by officers was the vehicle impound processing fee, not a bail amount. The Safety Act applies.
So your DUI is just based on my sobriety test, right?
Based on your sobriety test, and then based on the complaints that we had from the business.
What business?
Where you were at getting your haircut, Sports Clips. They saw you.
Sports Clips?
They saw you pull out of there rapidly with no signal, and then we watched you pull into the alley with no signal. The no signal part's not the most relevant part of that.
Would you want to provide a breath sample?
Sports Clips call on me?
I'm not sure who the caller was.
It's a bullshit line.
It was an anonymous call from the area sports clips for a welfare check. Somebody observed your actions and they just wanted to make sure you were okay.
My actions. I wasn't acting any.
We're just going off of what a caller said, and then after the stop, Officer Wingy, you have to keep it.
What is that?
It's just the warning to motorists. It's the thing that he just read to you.
Since I refused to blow for an alcohol test, how do you guys do that then?
What was the question? Sorry.
Since I refused to take an alcohol test, does that mean you have to bring me to the hospital?
We haven't got to that point yet. We'll ask you here for sure in about 7 minutes or so. But if you do refuse, we will get a hold of the state's attorney's office and request a search warrant. And then we'll fill out paperwork and go in front of a judge, and the judge will either grant or refuse the search warrant. If they grant the search warrant, it'd be for your blood and urine. And if you say you'll comply with that search warrant, then we'd bring you to the hospital and do the blood and urine draw. You can come here to the Bradley Department, give us that $500 cash, and then we'll give you that receipt, and then you can go to Beaupre's and get it out. And I know Beaupre's is usually pretty good, so even if it's after hours, a lot of times they'll come out and release it for you.
Alright, thank you, I appreciate that.
Yeah, take those off, put them back on her, and then we'll head to Riverside.
Go back to the rear stopping squad again.
The subject was charged with multiple counts of DUI under 625 Illinois Compiled Statutes 511-501, failure to signal under Section 11-804, and resisting arrest under 720 Illinois. Compiled Statutes 531-1. Court outcome is unknown at the time of this analysis. Officer Winslow receives a B+. The stop was legally grounded. The implied consent warning was delivered correctly. The blood warrant procedure complied with McNeely. Force escalation was measured verbal taser warning before deployment, backup requested early, post-restraint professionalism maintained throughout. The grade stops short of A- because the extended solo ground struggle suggests room for earlier positional control. The subject receives a C. The refusal to complete field sobriety tests in the hospital escape substantially worsened her legal position. Flight from custody eliminated any procedural leverage the cooperation might have preserved, and added a standalone misdemeanor to an already serious charge stack. She de-escalated after being secured and engaged constructively with the legal process. Those factors partially offset the earlier conduct. One takeaway from this incident: the implied consent framework is not a technicality, it is a calculated legal mechanism. Refusing a breath test does not make the DUI disappear. It trades one form of evidence for another, often stronger, while triggering an immediate administrative penalty. And flight from custody converts a defensible charge into a compounded one. The best legal outcome begins before the arrest with choices made in the first 90 seconds.